I'll be reacting to She Professed Herself, Pupil of the Wise Man, episode number 1. And I'll be starting my reaction in 1, 0, go. And for those of you wondering, I am watching it from Funimation's website, for those of you that are curious. Dun, dun. Oh, is that little bing noise that the Funimation logo makes. Okay, for a second I thought it was an actual legitimate audio screen there. But never mind. I guess that ain't the case at all. Speaking of which, I gotta say, I'm really digging the visual style of the episode so far, actually. And speaking of which, for those of you wondering, yes, I am actually watching the English dub version of it. Because it's been a while since I've seen anime English dub. Shit, if I was in this situation, I'd do the option of owning my skills of choice. Because that's what I do whenever I game. I wonder how long it would take to do that, though. Yo, okay, I wouldn't mind seeing shit like this. I'm assuming that mages became more popular. That's my guess. I had a feeling. Oh. But I'm assuming they rose up eventually. Oh. Why does one of them have like a Tuscan Tokatsu suit? That feels like it fit in like in a Kamen Rider or a Super Sentai show. Like, no joke. Even though it has like an explosion in the background, that one. I gotta admit, the other ones are pretty interesting too. I wonder what's the story behind the girl with the mask, though. I wonder if the point that Dambov has like some kind of freaking harm thing going on. Oh, it looks like it. Just going off of the episode, anyway. I'm assuming that's his apprentice. Or who knows? Maybe it's a situation where maybe Dambov dies and then he gets reincarnated. That's my guess. Because I don't think they'd be having this girl alongside a Dandolf for no reason. And plus, she's being spotlighted a lot in the opening. So my guess is she's going to be someone that's important, not just a throwaway character just for shits and giggles. As for the opening, it's good, actually. I like it. Is it? Yeah. I'm actually curious enough to want to listen to the full version of this. Thank goodness they actually hand her the freaking dragon. I can't even count how many anime I've seen over the last few years that can't draw their dragons for shit, and they just use some poor-looking CGI renders that looks extremely freaking ugly. Oh, no, Dandolf is there. I'm assuming that the girl's going to be maybe her his apprentice, then that's going to be my guess. Not a reincarnation. Although in saying that, the prince sounds like he has a voice way older than his actual age. I mean, his voice isn't that bad. It just sounds a bit like it doesn't fit. Like he's. I like at least mentioning why they don't have a lot of forces to spare at the very least. I like how he doesn't even deny it straight up. Damn. Damn, this dude's a fucking dick. I kind of like how. Oh. Okay, you know what? I like the kid now. Or should I say the prince? I just like how he unnecessarily summons that fancy looking fucking cup to summon something that looks simple to pour on it. I'm like, if you're gonna have such an epic looking cup, pour some more on it, damn it. Oh man, I fucking love little details like this. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Okay, that actually does a good explanation to it. Damn, it's like about taking roleplay to the max. Gandalf and Dumbledore, that's my guess. Yeah, that's my guess. Oh. You know, I wouldn't mind seeing these two interactions in real life. Sounds like it'd be a fun watch. If you ask me. I mean, they shouldn't underestimate people. I wonder what other ramifications of a kingdom is this sort of in the game. Oh, I'm assuming to be gone permanently, which would be an inconvenience. You know, something like that feels like it'd be fun to actually see. Or who knows, maybe they'll actually show the fighting on screen. Well, then I guess I can see why they wouldn't want to show the fighting on screen. It was just a one-sided slaughter. Definitely fits with the name, too, considering all the destruction she caused. I'm assuming there's going to be cannons coming from those holes. Yep. It would fit, too. I'm noticing that the series doesn't have a good production budget, though, because it's utilizing a lot of stills for a lot of the action set pieces. I wonder what's with it with fantasy anime this season. Like they all seem to have like low budgets. Because it ain't just this series; it's also the realist isekai anime that also has a low budget. Orientis fantasy that has a low budget. Just wonder what's like the cheapening out on fantasy and isekai anime recently. Damn, what a fucking boss. You think in most fantasy series it'd be like a dragon or a wyvern, but he has a floating island. That's just absolutely chat as fuck. Gotta admit, I like how the track sounds a little bit epic here. Okay, those goblins are fucking terribly rendered. Ugh. But the way they render Old Man looks pretty good, though. Yeah, the goblins know what. I mean, they're goblins. And most series, they're not really ones to think with rationale. In most cases. Yo, I was expecting to do some kind of like epic lightning strike to get rid of all of them. But it just limits a fucking Armin like the badass that he is. What the fuck? So he gets something. So he gets someone to like sing to power him up. Oh yeah. It adds a little bit of kinkiness to it in a good way. And saying that, yeah, the animation looks really bad. I mean, you can tell that a lot of frames are being skipped. It looks awkward visually. I mean, the music is good though, but that's about the only thing I can compliment when it comes to this action scene because. Oh man. I gotta admit, the little animal looks so fucking cute. Yo, he's like the little MVP. Okay, I gotta admit, there are some things I'm actually enjoying from the episode. I always like how there's an implication that there's more than meets the eye. It looked like he skipped a keyframe when he moved his arm. And speaking of, when we see the blades of a lot of these armored knights, not a single one of them has like a fucking strain of blood on their blades. Kind of gives a little bit of immersion here. Oh man, that creature looked like it was PS2 graphics. I admit though, that dragon looks damn cool actually. Oh, I don't think it's play, more of just like an absolutely one-sided slaughter. I mean, at least the flame effects look so. I mean, hooray, I guess. They look mediocre. Guess I can give Amir some credit for that. I mean, at least now we know why it's called Gandalf, the one-man army. I just wish the whole thing was more exciting, though. Okay. I wonder if that's also when that girl shows up. I'm still thinking that girl's going to be the reincarnation of Gandalf, potentially. What the? Well, then. I just wonder if that girl's an actual NPC, or is it a player-controlled character, or if it's just someone that got isekai into that world. Yeah, right now all these possibilities are just popping into my head right now. Kind of don't like the music playing in the background right now, though. Kind of has the type of, it kind of feels like the song you would hear in, I mean, I wouldn't say song, but the type of track you'd hear in like a slice of life anime, actually. Which, you know what? I don't mind that one bit. I actually like me my slice of life anime. I will give some of the anime some credit though. At least when it comes to like the way they draw the flowers and the mountains, it does look beautiful. So even though the action animation for the episode's complete shit, at least the background art looks good. So I'll give him some compliments. It ain't all bad visually. No, with this song, it sounds like some mischievous shit's gonna happen right now. I'll be kind of scared of eating some random ass grass. I gotta admit, she's fucking adorable. I have a feeling I'm gonna like this character a lot. Just the vibes I'm getting from her in a few seconds, too. Aw, she ain't like any of that stuff. I feel so bad for her. Ah, that goblin never stood a chance. It should have known better, actually. And saying that, I do hope we get to hear a bit of dialogue from our girl right before the episode ends, though. I just feel like they might be dragging this stuff a little bit too long. Don't get me wrong. I don't hate cutie shit. Y'all know I react to a lot of moe anime, but I don't like it when anime just has moe going for it and nothing else with no substance. I hope it goes somewhere soon. Okay, looks like it might actually go somewhere now. Would she have any money to pay for that, though? That's the biggest question, though. No, seriously, how is she getting? Like, how is she paying for this? Like, did she have money somewhere in her fucking coat, or should I say clothing? That's kind of what I'm wondering. I wonder. Oh yeah, I'm assuming it's. Oh, finally we get to see that girl without the mask. All right, she's got a cute character design. That's cute. And saying that, though, I just wonder when the episode's gonna get to somewhere interesting, though. Speaking of which, we didn't really get to see the prince's reaction to Gandalf disappearing. It's a shame because considering they seem to have like a really good real life bond. Oh snap! Okay, I'm assuming this is gonna be Gandalf. And saying that though, when the actress says "I am cute," it sounds a little bit forced. It doesn't feel like Landon. And I'm not a hater of dubs. For those of you wondering, I'm not a hater of dubs. There are some anime dubs I like, but when she says "I am cute," it sounded a little forced there. And I've seen a lot of dubbed anime. Honestly, when it comes to the dub, it's so. So here's what I'm going to rate this episode overall on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being abysmal, 5 being average, 10 being exceptional. I got to be honest, even though there are bits I liked about this episode, I got to rate this episode straight up a. And remember, on my scale, 1's abysmal, 5's average, 10 is exceptional. I got to go with the 4.75 out of 10 because the second half, there was like almost no audio at all. Like, just felt like it was cute sequences for the sake of cuteness. The action set pieces looked pretty bad. And it felt rushed too midway in the episode. As for the ED, the song itself is good, but this is probably one of the worst animated EDs I've seen this season. And that's saying a lot because I have seen pretty much almost the first episode of every anime that has premiered this season so far. So that's not exactly a ringing endorsement. That's it. And let me explain why I thought the episode was 4.75 out of 10. For one, it has plot issues. Let me explain why. Stuff like that could be interesting, like Gandalf leaving. It would have been nice to see the reaction from the others as to how they reacted to losing such a big asset to the kingdom. Well, nope, we didn't get that because they skipped through that interesting shit. I'm like, really now? This series has like a chance of being able to give itself an emotional punch and it just squanders it. And that wasn't the only thing that peeved me about the episode, admittedly. It was the fact that, aside from rushing things like that, the action sequences sucked. They weren't entertaining. They felt like it's just dragged on. And I thought for the second half with the girl doing cutesy things, I'm like, okay, why should I care about this? it's really her just being cute for a small amount of time. I was expecting maybe a bit more dialogue, not just absolute silence. And considering the fact that this episode doesn't have the prettiest of visuals, I kind of expected a little bit more from a dialogue standpoint, because it's like this series, if it's going to have a low budget, it needs to at the very least be able to carry itself with its narrative, and it hasn't been able to do that yet in its first episode. And that's my issue with the episode. Didn't have enough intriguing stuff. Now, in saying that, it wasn't a piece of shit. That's why I only give it a 4.75 out of 10 for slightly below average. But here's the thing, though. I sincerely hope the next episode improves, because if not, this might end up being one of the most underwhelming anime of the season. But yeah. And aside from the visuals being bad, the dubbing was kind of awkward. The prince sounded way too old for his age. I think it should have gave him a more boyish voice for the English dub. I thought the actress for the new girl sounds too forced. It's like, I am cute. I'm like, oh no. Like when I heard her voice, I'm like, oh no, that's not good. Like the dubbing should not sound this forced, yet it fucking does, and that's a letdown. I'd be a lying sack of shit if I was like, oh yeah, this is completely fine. No, it's not completely fine. I expect more effort put into a series like this than what was demonstrated on screen. And that's pretty much my disappointment with the episode. It's like anything potentially exciting is just hampered down by bad directing or pretty much just bad pacing. And that's my issue with the first episode overall. And it doesn't help that the voice acting for the English dub is fucking cringe either. That doesn't help it one bit, unfortunately. And I can only hope that episode 2 is immensely better, because if not, oh boy, I'm going to have a field day reacting to the next episode if it isn't. Well, anyways, y'all, these are my thoughts on the episode. I would love to hear your thoughts on how I feel about my reaction or the episode itself in the comment section below. Hope y'all rate the bit, share it, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all later if you come back for more, because yes, I'm definitely going to be reacting to the next episode out of curiosity. But anyways, y'all, thank you so much for watching my video, and have a fantastic day, everyone. Bye-bye.